It's 62 days since Robert Thornton won his maiden European Tour title in Dusseldorf. 2 months on, he is back, and there are many suggesting that he could go all the way again. He's certainly a man whose confidence is fairly high at the moment. He's seeded 14 for this event, and he's up against an opponent who was made to work hard for his place in the second round, winning in a deciding leg match against Dirk van Dievenbode yesterday. Christian Kist, a winner of the BDO World title a few years ago. 3 years on, he's on the PDC circuits, and he's looking to make an impression this weekend. He's made a winning start, but this is an altogether much tougher proposition. Bob Thornton, our winner in Dusseldorf, can he go all the way again, Rod?
Well, certainly he's got the pedigree. He's got the darts, hasn't he? I mean, he's got plenty of bottle, but this is going to be a tough game. I think Christian Kist has got a little bit of advantage over Bob with playing the game last night and playing a bit of a tough one. I mean, he scored very well. He had a good few 180s and 140s, so Bob's got to be a little bit careful. What you've got to do with these players is get in front of them early and put them on their back foot. But if they get in front of you, then they get confident. And we know Kist has got the pedigree as well. He's a world champion, so you know, he's no mug on the dartboard.
Certainly isn't. Bob Thornton, though, starting things off with a score of 50. I was about to mention Thornton's terrific averages in his semi-final and final win in Dusseldorf, and there he goes. He starts off with a 50, but I'm sure he'll motor into gear sooner rather than later.
Well, we're going to certainly see plenty of facial expressions from Bob Thornton. He certainly gives you some idea of where the dart's gone before you even know where it has gone with that face. But no, he's a good, solid player. When he won his first tour event, I watched that, and he was exceptional. You know, he's got a real good game in him. You know, 108, 110 averages.
Well, the £25,000 he won in July in Dusseldorf, eclipsed only by the 35 grand he trousered for reaching the last 8 of the Worlds in 2015. The only player to make the quarters at Ali Pali without dropping a set as well. So it's been a good, solid 2015 so far for Thornton.
137.
But we have seen one upset already today. Brendan Dolan was odds on to beat Cristo Reyes, but Reyes was having none of that. He won 6-4 to go through to face either Mervyn King or Darryl Kearney tomorrow in round 3. Winner of this will face either James Wade or Darren Johnson. So Thornton and Wade could meet again, just as they did in the semis in Dusseldorf.
128. Well,
Thornton's going to have to take this 85 out to hold on to his throw, and that's not a good dart. Now he's got to go 25. Oh, and that's way off as well. So Christian Kist comes back to take this first leg. I was going to say, Reyes to me wasn't that much of an outsider in that match early on.
Well, he was 6-5 there or thereabouts, wasn't he? So a bit of value to be had maybe. Kist here threatening to break in the very first leg. 2 darts down, 1 to go, and he's not taken the opportunity. Massive let-off here for Bob Thornton.
Yes, and Bob Thornton, wow.
Well.
The last 3 darts he's thrown have been so far off the mark, it's unbelievable. And I was just about to say, look, well, he's done it again.
He needs double 7 now. He was going for the 15 to leave double 8, and he's gone the other side.
I mean, Bob Thornton's one of the players that does not miss big numbers.
That's astonishing. Well, you talked about his facial expressions, and those particular expressions really do tell a good story, don't they? A mop of the brow, and well, more than a mop of the brow, he wiped himself down completely there, feeling the heat already. The number 14 seed, Christian Kist, 2012 Lakeside champion, breaks in the very first leg here. Well, Thornton can only get better, surely.
Yes.
You'd have thought. You can't get any worse than that.
No,
that was,
if he gets worse, I think he'll walk off the stage.
A horrid first leg.
But that is so unlike Thornton. I mean, to miss, what was it, 5 big numbers missed in the last 5 darts, which is unbelievable.
59.
He's not normally a player that would upset him, but what it probably has done is given Kist a little bit of a kick. And, you know, he's going to have a hold on to his coattails here, Thornton. He doesn't want to let Kist get, say, 3-0 up with 2 breaks to throw, because then that could cause a big problem.
100. Proceed to require 167.
Well, he's done the important thing by hitting the treble with those 3 darts. Gives him at least 1 dart at a double, maybe 2 at tops. Thornton needs another one of those to put any pressure on whatsoever, which he's done. So a little bit of pressure on the 71 from Christian Kist to take a 2-0 lead. Well, he's going to get the 2 darts at 16s.
Not a problem at all. Kist holds.
Game on.
Maybe now would be the time to bat Thornton. Maybe there's a bit of value, because surely he can't get any worse. But there again, he opens up with another sub-100 score, failing to find the trebles once again. Could be one of those topsy-turvy games that we've seen so many of in the early stages of the European Tour events this year. Not just here in Mulheim, but elsewhere as well.
Well, I was just about to say, sooner or later, Thornton will start to hit the treble 20. We say it so often, you know, when you're playing, although Kist being a top player himself, I do understand that, but Thornton, you know, he's got pedigree on the PDC Tour of winning. And when he starts off a couple of legs like that, you know sooner or later he's going to get into his stride.
Yeah.
It's not very often where they stay indifferent, you know, people like Thornton for the whole of the match.
60.
Well, Thornton's average at the moment is 85. Kist isn't higher than that either. 82.58 for Kist. Once again, he's strayed into the 5s, and that's bounced out of the board as well. So Bob Thornton still having 1 or 2 problems out there. And a big score here from Kist. And he may well be thinking of an opportunity to break again here.
Well, he's gone for those 18s to hit the 132, which he can't do now. There's not really any pressure, so 6 darts. And Thornton just needs to get this leg under his belt and try and settle down a little bit.
130.
Yeah, he'll be feeling a bit better now. He's in good shape to get on the scoreboard here.
96. Robert, you require 36.
And Kist with work to do, even if he does return, and you suspect he won't, because Thornton takes out the double 18, no problems there. And the Scotsman, the champion in Dusseldorf, is off the mark.
100.
The thing about his win in Dusseldorf, there wasn't really, in the first couple of days, or the first 2 matches he played, there wasn't really too much to suggest he was going to go all the way. But then, once he got into the latter stages, he just seemed to exude a great deal of confidence. I mean, he averaged almost 112 in thrashing Wade, 6-1 in the semi. And then in the final itself against Hybrex, an average of over 106. And he beat him 6-2. And Hybrex have been playing so well. I got the impression as well, many people were really happy for Thornton as well when he finally got that tournament.
Yeah, he's one of the nice guys. I mean, you never get any complaints from Robert. You know, he just gets on with his game. He's always here with his wife. They keep themselves to themselves. He's a good model pro when it comes to that.
41.
And he has come a long way.
Yeah. 500
miles, I had to say it. I had to say it. It's lucky Dan ain't here, because he'd have crucified me. You got it in the ear this time.
92.
Well, I saw him at the airport on the way home, actually, and I thought he might be celebrating in style, but he just ordered a coffee. That's all he had.
45.
Maybe the real celebrations began at home.
I don't think he's the sort of bloke that celebrates that much.
Exuberantly.
Yeah, yes, you're right. He just gets on with his game. You know, he's earning a good living out of the game to look after his kids and obviously his grandchildren now.
Yeah, 35,000 for the Worlds, 25,000 in Dusseldorf, plus of course a lot of bits and pieces elsewhere. And here we are, chance to break back. Thornton, 2 apiece. Well, he'll be back. With Christian Kist adrift on 189 minus these. Well, that's put a bit of pressure on, but you fancy Thornton to finish the task in hand here. Double 4. Well, double 2 doesn't want to end up in the madhouse, and he avoids it. 2 apiece.
Yeah, Kist has let the advantage go too easily, I'm afraid, especially that last leg. He had the throw, and now the advantage is back with Robert Thornton.
43.
Well, Kist is enjoying a better run here already than he did last year in the European Trophy in Leipzig. He went out in the first round. He lost 6-5 to Sean Lorraine. Making his 4th European appearance of the year. Made the 2nd round in Venray.
100.
Went out in the first round in Riesa, where he lost 6-0 to Marjanovic. Went out in the first round in Dusseldorf as well.
Yes, he's a far better player than his performances, especially over the last year.
Well, I was just going to say, he made the semis of the Players' Championship events in Coventry in May as well. He beat some really good opponents. I say really good opponents. He beat Michael van Gerwen 6-4 in the quarterfinals. He beat Sulovic, he beat Whitlock. He had a terrific run. He lost to Peter Wright in the end, 6-1.
24.
But it was a good payday and a great experience for Christian Kist. And that's exactly what he's capable of. He can beat the very best on his day.
Well, that's a better score from Kist. Gives him the advantage, and would be another break of throw. And Thornton got himself back in the game, but certainly Thornton is not on the top of his game. And you know, we talked about the break that most of the players have had, you know, 4 to 5 weeks.
Yeah. That
little bit of match practice, you know, you just lose your edge a touch. It doesn't matter how many exhibitions or who you practice with. It's completely different when Russ Bray says game on, or Russ Noble.
I knew you wouldn't let that go. 43, 46, 60 and 24 so far in this leg. A ton 40 last time for Thornton, but Kist here with a chance to break back straight away. Topsy needs for a 3-2 lead, and there it is. It is a Topsy serving counter that we predicted.
Game on.
Yeah, I made a point of having a word with Russ earlier today at breakfast, and just made it absolutely clear that I knew who he was.
95.
I said, you're the voice of darts, but you've not got the name for it.
Yeah, he's just come back from Blackpool, Russ, as, well, they've just done a game show. ITV have filmed it, and it's going to be shown on Sky called 180, so look out for that. I think the 15th is the first showing. A totally new darts game show, and very good as well.
Yeah,
very good.
A friend of mine works on the production side of that, and he said it was terrific fun to be involved with. Thornton posts a 180. I was going to say he offered me a ticket for it, but I couldn't go. I passed it on to somebody else, and they had a terrific day. It was superb.
My son Ryan tested all the games for him and was up there on the filming to help out and help set the cameras up for the, you know, to get the dart players in the right angles, or the cameras in the right angles for the dart players, and he said it was great. Thornton whacks in another 180.
It was a 140 before. My eyes deceived me actually on the last visit, but that was a 180.
42.
And Robert Thornton is, well, on the brink of breaking back again here. No problem there.
11 dart leg. That's exceptional. That's what we expect from Robert Thornton.
first.
But his
Game
consistency leg on leg has not been there in this match. But he's hanging on in there. So now this is where you've got to follow that 11 up with another. Well, don't use any more than 15 just to get control of the game.
Yeah.
Yes, Davina McCall presented it, and Freddie Flintoff was doing some commentating, and our old commentator buddy Rod Studd was in there with Freddie.
97.
Yeah, it's a great format, and something that will further heighten the game's exposure and the game's popularity, and perhaps introduce to a new audience as well. It can only be a good thing. A younger audience, perhaps.
Absolutely agree, totally.
Well, we've had 4 breaks of throw in this match so far. We could have more to come.
Well, you kind of expect Thornton to push on from here now, though. You know, that was a great 11-dart leg, and he's kicked off really well with his first 9 darts in this one, ton and 2 ton 40. So it looks like Thornton's just taken a couple of 3 legs just to get some match practice going. Or, as I say that, Christian Kist fills the red bit up.
Treble 20. Is he there? No, he's not.
Christian require 164.
Thought he may have gone treble 15, double 8, but he does prefer the bull route, Robert Thornton. Christian Kist, well, this would be special indeed. Oh, he's further away on the ball than Thornton was.
Robert, you require 25.
It's normally Thornton has the expressions on his face. Oh, nearly tippled over there. But that from Kist showed he's a long way away. Oh, needs this, does Thornton.
21.
Oh, and is he going to have another break and throw?
Required 36.
Oh, I mean, Thornton kicked off this leg brilliantly, first 9 darts. The double 9 normally crucifies most dart players, but it hasn't. Christian Kist, and the 5th breaker throw on the trot.
Brilliant. Well, I daren't predict the outcome of this one.
95.
We did predict there would be further breaks to come, and we have one straight away. 5th of the match so far.
Well, I did put this one down as one of the possible upsets, and only because Christian Kist played well last night and got used to the stage, and Thornton's coming in here after, like I said, after 4 or 5 weeks without any match practice. And that, you know, is a telling factor. No matter how many times you play in the reserves, as soon as you get put in the first team, it's a totally different game. And Thornton just lost a little bit of consistency
85.
because of it.
Yeah, hasn't really thrown a dart in anger since the World Match Play, where he reached the last 32, picked up £6,000 for his efforts there as well. That was at the end of July.
87. Robert, you require 136.
Now then, not to be on this occasion, but he will be back with Christian Kist. I think we're in for another break of throw here as well, Rod.
Well, Thornton doesn't miss the tops very often, but we thought that about the double 4, which he had 2 darts at, but he's got 3 at tops. Only needs the 1. So the 6th break of throw on the trot. 4 legs apiece now. Robert Thornton steps up. We've got a best of 3 game, and Thornton will throw twice in the 3 legs.
Well, what Thornton would give now just for a routine, get the job done, 15 dart leg, yeah. No messing around.
He's just doing some repairs. You can see his little teddy bear come from one of his grandchilds. A little bit of good luck. No good in asking me to do that, Robert. Blind as a bat at that distance. I don't know what Russell's blind as a bat as well at that distance. Actually, Russ has had the laser treatment.
Really?
Yes, he has had the laser treatment to sort his eyes out.
60.
Something I think perhaps we all have to look at as we get a bit older.
Yeah. Even me, Rob. Nothing wrong with Kist vision there, though. 20/20 vision finds 3 treble 20s.
Well, it's ironic that Kist, on his own throw, has played pretty poor. But on Robert's throw, he's played exceptionally well.
95.
Well, there's the averages. Nothing to write home about at all there. No good front 9 or overall. But as we say so often, you know, just get over the line.
You know that 15 dart leg we were talking about for Thornton? Well, he's not going to get it here. 60, 95 and 41 so far. Kist.
60.
Well, only 60, but he's down to a finish.
Reasonable on the doubles, so that's what makes the averages even worse. Sometimes you get averages like that, and you're going to get the percentage of doubles below the 20%, which obviously contributes to a bad average. But there's no excuses on the averages. It's just poor throwing.
87.
Well, that sets it up nicely for tops.
I mean, how often do you see Robert Thornton throw 12 darts and still wanting over 250 points? Doesn't happen too often.
He should just have imagined he was throwing against the throw here, and he may have been all right. Maybe it's a psychological thing. Tops then for Kist, double 10 for a 5-4 lead, and count them, 7 breaks of throw. Well, it's on hold. Now, this would be something.
Well, we'll see Phil Taylor do this in Auckland after his opponent had 3 darts and a double.
Oh, it's not to be. And the snarl there from Thornton, he knows. Well, just for good measure, he hit the ball anyway. To leave himself double top. Question is whether he will return. Kist just takes a step to the left to reposition himself.
Oh dear, oh dear.
And he's busted.
Robert, you require Thornton.
In the wrong bed, Robert Thornton. Maybe a 21 dart leg. He'll take that. Yes, he will indeed.
Well, that was Christian Kist's big chance there to break the throw and to go 5-4 up with the throw. I know the game isn't over, but a massive chance gone begging.
Yeah, a bit of a sickener that for Kist. He must be kicking himself inside because he should be leading 5-4 with the throw as well, although being with the throw counts for very little in this match from the evidence of what we've seen so far. Yeah, needed that after his opening 58 as well.
Well, Thornton will just be thinking, I'll stay with him. He's going to have to switch because that second dart's a little bit fragile. Yeah, Thornton will be just thinking, stay with him, put the pressure on when it comes down to the double. Well, this was good switching.
133.
That's exactly why he's done it. Leaves the 170.
Yeah, you're right, though. You may as well stay with him because Kist has hardly been impressive with the percentages on the double so far today. 4 from 15 so far.
Well, Kist has left the 170, Rob, but I'll be very surprised if he goes for it if he hits the 2 trebles, which that's out of the equation now. But he needs a treble. He's not found.
Plenty of room there. Strays into the 5, not for the first time today, but that's a good recovery darts, and he is 60 points away from a place in the 3rd round of the European Darts Trophy.
56.
And you just saw when that second dart failed to find the treble, Thornton gave himself a bit of a G up here. 20 and tops. Surely it's routine bread and butter stuff for Bob Thornton. Yes, it is. And our champion in Dusseldorf 2 months ago is safely through, just about though. Although he was made to answer a few questions by Christian Kist. 6 breaks of throw in that one prior to the final leg. And in the end, a topsy-turvy encounter goes the way of the number 14 seed. And Rob Thornton goes through to face either James Wade or Darren Johnson in round 3 tomorrow. We'll hear from Thornton in just a moment. Just to let you know that on the way, waiting in the wings, we have Justin Pipe and Mensur Sulovic. That's up next on stage here at the European Darts Trophy in Mulheim.
Robert, congratulations. Yeah, it was a difficult start into that tournament.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a month or two off, and it's hard getting yourself back in. And Christian's a very good player. I mean, he proved that to be the one World Championships, so a very difficult player to play.
Is it good to be back in Germany after the win from Düsseldorf?
Oh, definitely. The crowd are brilliant. But yeah, it's good to be back, mate.
See you tomorrow then. Thank you very much. Robert Thornton, der freut sich zurück in Deutschland zu sein nach seinem Sieg von Düsseldorf. Er sagte immer wieder auch